And how you doing? This is Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football. Just got back from my number 9 stop for the Deep Dish Football Tour 2017 with Coach Big Pete. Great time. One of the best times that I've had uh, as a tour stop. I got to say, uh, it was exciting to see kids that actually were happy to be on the football field. There's maybe 4 to 6 tops that I've been to that it was the case, and the rest they just honestly did not want to be there. But young, you understand. But that's what impressed me. One of the other impressions after classroom time, because we'd there was a rain delay. After classroom time, the kids left the classroom to go to the field. Now, there was a little bit of a puddle, so they go to a different park. But how fast those kids got out onto the field completely surprised me. It was impressive. And that just shows you that how good of a team Richards is. It's not about the talent. It is about the talent, but it's not as much as about that. It's about the discipline and the ability to listen to high school to your coach, and just to see that, that just speaks volumes to Coach Sheehan and his whole coaching staff. Which I gotta say, hats off to him. Great guys, good sense of humor. I'm happy to see guys that are willing to laugh and are not fake hard asses. They're willing to have a sense of humor with the kids, and that's always a very positive thing. What impressed me too was the kids' ability to listen in classroom time. I have seen a couple times where, yeah, they've listened, but no iPhone jogging it, and the kids asking questions to the coaches, which again, impressive. Um, One of the things that I did want to really just want to touch on about Richards is Richards has got a great group of skill position kids, a great group of athletes. What impressed me most about Richards today was looking at some of the size and speed of their linemen. That really impressed me. Uh, Coach Zimba, one of the line coaches, great job. He does huge job. Watch out for him. He's going to be a future big coach to look out for in the Illinois scene. But Coach Coach Sheehan basically does a great job. I was going to say Coach S, but just to be nice and uh, business like Sheehan, Coach Sheehan. Sorry again if I mispronounced your last name, sir. He does a great job. His coaching staff is basically a well built staff, two line coaches, the youngest, the youthful guys. Again, that is a smart move by his point. And you got on top, you have uh, old, older, older generation coaches, and you also have a group of coaches that teach in the school in the building, which is a great outreach to the kids. And I asked Coach Sheehan, um, what would he want to do when his kids graduated from high school? What would they learn? And he said, well, two things. To basically to be processed into an adulthood, to how do you say into real life, to basically the forward process of becoming a man and all that other stuff. And that's great to hear. Great to hear from Coach Sheehan. Does a great job. Coaching staff, like I said, good, good classroom time. Nothing. They don't force schemes down the kid's throat. The coaches aren't acting like they're the next Bill Belichick or Buddy Ryan or any other stuff. They keep it simple for the kids, and the kids are able to make the process and right and wrong decisions, and the coaches go over it. That's one of the things that impressed me. And like I said before, the kids that are able to listen to their coaches, ask questions. I was completely impressed with the kids asking questions. My hat's off to them. Next, Sebastian Castro. What I saw from Sebastian Castro, I was completely impressed. Again, I've heard of his character, good character kid. But what impressed me the most was he wasn't robotic in his movements. I've seen a lot of great players robotic in their movements and their knee jerk movements, and they usually end up not doing that much in college. But Sebastian Castro is the real deal. Kevin Garner is a middle linebacker that a lot of people aren't paying attention to, that they need to pay attention to. Another kid, a running back, Flowers. You want to look out for him too. I would also suggest, I think I said this before, Richards' offensive line and defensive line, keep an eye on them. And I have no doubt in saying this, but I do think that Richards will challenge for basically has a great chance of winning conference. I know Shepard's going to be a tough one, and I know they got a non-conference game against Lamont. That's going to be that's actually a great game. And Rich, like I said, Shepard of Coach Velasimo, that's going to be a good game. But I don't have any reason why not to doubt these guys, these kids. It's unbelievable the way that Richards' football team respects their history. Um, has coaches that played there and respects their tradition. Their ability to do that, it shows that it's a spectacular high school football program. I'm happy I went there. I think out of all the things, this is probably it goes into my top three visits because literally I was just flabbergasted at the amount of how do you say old school thought that isn't too much old school, but a little new school thinking into it. But it's still you still respect the tradition, you still respect the history of Richards football, and it's a great thing to see. And it's great to see the coaches, the organization of the coaches, the the players, players' ability to listen, and very talented players too. The ability to listen to their coaches and to ask questions, and that completely flabbergasted me. I was completely impressed with that. Um, I've never seen in all my visits. I've never seen a practice like that before in my life. And I was there just for a short time because I had to leave early. But I never seen it. It's smartly done, smartly put together. And like I said this before. They respect tradition, they respect history. That coaching staff. Again, if I had a kid, I'd send him straight to Richards High School. I'm not saying it. I don't have a kid, luckily, but if I did, I'd send him to Richards High School. I was completely impressed with that whole football team, the staff, the whole program. Completely impressed and happy to see that old head coach, corner, I'm gonna mispronounce his last name, was there too. It it's good to see. You respect if you respect the history and you respect the tradition of your program, good things will happen. So, but again, thanks again so much for the Richards coaching staff, Coach Sheehan, who allowed me to stop by, Coach Zimba, sorry if I don't mispronounce your last name, who invited me. Uh, Great coach, great young coach to look out for in Illinois scene, like I said before. I just had an unbelievable time. I'm pissed off that I had to leave so early, but again, huge respect for that coaching staff and for that team. Uh, Great group of coaches. I can't stop saying it anymore of how good those coaches are. It's just flabbergasting, and I'm happy to see this type of practice still alive, and I'm happy to see it because again, a lot of people want to do the new school bullshit, and they lose a couple games, and then they cry about it. Respect the history of the game, and you might win something. So that's all I'm gonna say. If you like my stuff, please visit deepdishfootball.com. Also follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter and Facebook. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Coach Big Pete. Um, if you like what I had to say and you like all my material, go on the right corner of deepdishfootball.com, leave a tip/donation on there. If you have any questions, comments, or yada yada yada, you can email me at coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. And thanks again, and hopefully I can stop by for a Richards game every Sunday. You can nominate your game for Deep Dish Football Game of the Week. So I hope to see a Richards game. I was quite impressed. Thanks again to the Richards football staff, Coach Sheehan, Coach Zimba, and all the players. Thanks for letting me stop by. Great time.